Do not wear that outfit again. But if you want to keep your speed, because I want to fit in. Sorry, you're just not terribly important to me. Did you know that when you used to debut her phone #1 single song? Did you know that Christy, there are no girls with good personalities? I don't think we should see each other anymore. It never was supposed to be. Gotta return some videotapes. Have to return some videotapes. Did you know I'm utterly insane? I like to dissect girls that ate some of their brains. Gotta return some videotapes. I'm really late. Gotta return some. I guess I was probably returning videotapes. I guess I was probably returning videotapes.
The following program is rated TV-17, containing bad language,
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
sexual situations,
Like you to take your pants off instead.
nudity,
Sure.
and graphic depictions of nut-crunching dick kicks.
Oh, I just had to kick in the diddly again.
Parental discretion is advised.
Motherfucker, don't you ever forget. It's the newest deal, it's the easiest deal. Take a look around, we are the newest game in town. We are the Grift, motherfucker, don't you ever forget. We are the Grift, motherfucker, don't you ever forget. If the like, it will feed your bullshit. Raise me, what you take, tells us more. We'll feed you the same. Send me super chat, because we're in it for the money. Outrageous key to pull you in. So come on in, sit down, and we'll tell you how to think. We've got you hook, line, and sinker. It's the Grift, motherfucker, don't you ever forget. It's the Grift, motherfucker, don't you ever forget. It's the Grift, motherfucker, don't you ever forget. It's the Grift, motherfucker, don't you ever forget.
Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna end it right there. Let's go. How do I sound? Do I sound great? Do I sound amazing still? Do I sound amazing still? You can't hear or you can't hear me? Okay, dip. All right. Can everybody hear me? Here's the thing. Having some audio problems here. I just put a goal on the chat. So I think my mixer just went out. I think my mixing board just went out, which is not a good thing. There was a heavy buzz. There we go, Sean. Can you hear?
Every time.
All right, now we're back. We're doing things professionally. I like it. I was just explaining to everybody the delay in the show and the technical difficulties that we're having. I got to check out my board because my board might have just gone out, which is very disappointing. But I've got the backup mic going, so hopefully everything sounds good. We'll do what we can. Do us a favor, though, if you're out there, please share this out. Let people know that we're live. Jump in here. We got a lot of things to talk about. We're going to talk about some crowdfunding stuff. We're going to dig into some deep dirty when it comes to the crowdfunding. Maybe ruffle some feathers. I don't know. We'll see, because it's always a contentious conversation, I guess you could say, when it's out there. Plus a bunch of X-Men casting. We got art to look at. Lots of things to do tonight on The Grift. This is The Grift, Episode 8. I am the King Ronan. This is Sean of the Ahrendts, Jersey's finest. Chris Claremont is overrated. I love it. Where's Kayla when you need her? Speaking of Kayla, where is Kayla, Sean?
Kayla is in Connecticut with Ken Kniff. She's gambling her problems away. She's been going through it a lot the past couple of years. We've been trying to get it through her head that she needs to accept Jesus Christ in her life.
Well, that's true.
But she's like, I need Domino's, motherfucker. Come on, kid. You know, she's betting the baby's money.
Wow.
Thoughts and prayers, man. Thoughts and prayers to Kayla. No, she's she's at the comic convention. Terrificon.
Yeah, Terrificon.
Yeah.
Doing terrific things over in Terrificon.
Yep. Saw her today. She looked bootylicious. She's like, look at my name. I'm like, screenshot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was awesome. Good times.
You guys have a special relationship.
We do.
The two of you. Yeah, it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's move on. Let's get rolling with the show. We have the first in the chat tonight, and we've been getting a rash of firsts here. It's pretty cool. I enjoy new people being in the chat first. Twisted Dreams, our guy, is the first in the chat. He says, Cartoon Sean looks like Eminem.
I'll take
a little bit. But you are first in the chat, first in our hearts, my friend. That makes you.
You're number one.
Of course, you're always asking the important questions.
Subject's notes. The extraction theory papers. Am I the only one who did the reading?
As always. K.O. Joe's in the house says, greetings from Raleigh, North Carolina. Greetings, my friend. Hope you're doing well. We do have the first member in the chat. Our guy, Cosmic Studios. First members always get this.
Oh my God! I'm sorry! I can't stop coming! I'm sorry! Oh, it feels so good!
You know it feels so good to have the chat, or the members in the chat, tonight.
Afternoon! Stinks like sex in here.
K.O. Joe says, greetings from Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm messing everything up. This board has really got me messed up, man. This is disappointing. You know how much I work on the audio for these shows to make it sound good and professional, and a lot of that comes from my equipment. This is a fucking bummer. We got a magnificent one in the house. Says, here we go. Here we go. Let's go. I love it. Also, the Winter Buzz. Oh, the Writer Buzz. I can't read, apparently, either. Hail, Comics Pete.
Hail.
What's going on, man? Good to see you. Turn it up. Let's go. We got the Beam Pad in the house as well. So, hey, Joe and Sean. All right. Let's do some stuff. Let's get into some things while you guys are getting rolling here. Like I said, do us a favor. Hit the like button, subscribe, consider becoming a member of the channel. Let people know we're live. Jump into other chats. If you are modded up there, you let them know that the Grift is live and rocking and rolling. And we are going to have a pretty interesting conversation to start this show off about crowdfunding. Now, I titled it Crowdfunding just because I thought that would get people's goat. Because that's what I hear in my head. A lot of times when I hear people, crying about crowdfunding, what I thought maybe we could bring a little bit of information to people out there that don't know possibly what crowdfunding is about, what it's for, ways we can improve it, all that kind of good stuff. So we're gonna jump into that. Everything is a work in progress. Yeah, I know, man. I know. Yeah, the show.
My life.
It sounds so different on my end, which is it's bugging me. I'm OCD. Like, everything's got to be perfect. The drops are in there, the music's going, and when something sounds off, it throws me off. Like, I'm very distracted right now. Gotta get back in gear, back on track here. OV Ravioli's in the house says, "Hail CG, hail to you, my friend. Hope you were doing well."
Hey, one thing. Anybody in the chat that's going to be going to the convention in October for the Fans Fest? Let us know, man. Drop it in the chat or tag us, and then Joe will let me know, because I don't know Twitter. It'll be cool to meet people in person.
I was just saying, I hope quite a bit of you that are in the chat are coming to the fest. Would love to see meet a lot of people from the chat. I think that's one of the cool things about this For the Fans Fest. Yes, it's a convention. It's a meet-up, greet-up kind of thing. But I think just being able to sit and interact with everybody will be fun. So hopefully a lot of people are coming out. If not, maybe next time around we can all get together. But yeah, give us a shout out if you're planning on going to For the Fans Fest. We got Badass Turner in the house. Look at that.
What up, jabroni? Good to see
And it's
you.
really, and I'm trying to find it because it's really this dude's comments that got me into wanting to talk about this subject tonight.
Did you peg him?
When he made a post the other day. So let me see if I can find. I thought I pinned that. Apparently I didn't. Failing on a lot of things today. Let's see. Man, I got a lot of conversations going on the last couple of days. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta stop trying to troll people, Sean. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, I hadn't done it for a while. Now I'm kind of back. Just, like the whole Mary Jane conversations going on out there, and people are just freaking out, because it's not their Mary Jane. I'm just seeing this gay posting all over the place, and it's almost like I'm gonna troll these people just because I want to have some fun, right?
Jean
So
Grey.
I've been putting some Jean Grey posts out there, some hot takes, if that's what you want to call them, trying to reel these people in. So far, not as many have bit as I thought they were going to be. So that's
they're
kind of
onto you?
disappointing. They might be onto me, yeah, and I don't like that. I don't like that they know that I'm trolling. I gotta stop telling people that I'm trolling. All right, here we go. Let's see. I think I found it. Okay, there we go. I found it. Maybe later. So, all right. Finally found it. Sorry, guys. So, this is what sparked. I wanted to leave Badass Turner up here. This is what sparked my interest in talking about this. So, his original post says, until creators start promoting each other's campaigns and channels again, the impression that crowdfunding is on the decline for indies will continue. If you want to counter those rooting for some of the indie to lose and prove them wrong, indie crowdfunding campaigns need to be injected with funding like in the past. This is going to happen without alignment, or this isn't going to happen without alignment or collaboration. Folks can either contribute the decline or can contribute to revitalizing the space.
Triggered.
Yeah, some people, I mean, if you go into that thread there, it's an interesting thread, and I know I watched BA go back and forth with some people on the conversation as well. But I thought this is an interesting conversation to have, and I think we do need to have it because there is trolling is fun, absolutely. We got a series of bats in the house too. Hail to you, man. Hope you're doing well.
How are you?
Kayla's jumping in here from
Connecticut.
Terrific Con or wherever she's at. Yeah. Maybe she'll call in later. Who knows? If not, she'll be chilling with the chat, doing her thing. Hope you're having a good time out there. You know what happened too, Sean? Like I smoked an hour ago. I thought it'd be good by the time the show started.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah, I gotta stop doing that. Yeah, it's hard to talk and be high. I might jump in. Okay. Hard conversation to have with this, and let's lay out some hard truths on this crowdfunding game right now, everybody. There has been a decline. Right? There's been a decline across the board from what I've seen. A lot of campaigns aren't making what they used to.
Nope.
The big guys are still making their money, but I feel like a lot of stuff is down. Why is that? We're gonna talk about that a little bit. Or we're gonna dive into possibly why that might be. Now I'll say this for sure. I've noticed it with myself with Reaper Destroyer. Issue 1 crowdfunded to staggering $76,000 or thereabouts, and we did a second chance campaign that came in right around $4,000. So let's just say $80,000 altogether for Reaper Destroyer Issue 1. Now Reaper Destroyer Issue 2 on 2 different crowdfunding platforms is just under 10K. That's a hell of a drop. There's a lot of reasons that could be for, but we want to dive into this stuff. But I wanted to address it. Yes, this is real. Like, we can't keep putting our head in the sand saying that crowdfunding is not suffering right now. It's been suffering for a while. It's just not 2026 or 2025. It's been on a slow decline for the last few years. If you watch campaigns, people can't even get funded a lot of times, or if they are getting funded, it's not that much. And it's, what do we do? BA thinks it has to do with promotion. Now, promotion could be a part of it. I feel like when we came in, so Sean and I came into CG around 2020, right, Sean? right around 2020. And at that time, crowdfunding
Stupid.
promotion, it was stupid. Stupid
Good-
money was being made.
Like, good stupid money. Like for those that are not Jersey speaking, like good money. Like campaigns, no disrespect, but disrespect that shouldn't be making like the 15 to 20. We're making 15 to 20. Like how the fuck they do that? Like this is
Yeah.
like I'm gonna reserve myself. If they were to do that today, I don't know if they would get funded.
Yeah, that's probably,
Realistically, like I don't think like once 22. I think you were the last big boom we had.
Yeah, I think, and a lot of people have said that too. Like Reaper Destroyer is one of the last big, exciting campaigns where everybody. So, if you guys are newer within the last few years, or a couple years, maybe coming into the crowdfunding game, or picture, or CG, or any of that stuff, maybe you didn't see what it was like about 5-6 years ago when it was an event. When people launched a crowdfund, it was an event. There'd be months of promotion going on. People would be going on everybody's channels. They'd be hyping it up. And then the day would come. Everybody would, get around. They'd celebrate. They'd be exciting. Launch days, launch shows were a big thing.
Pre-parties,
Pre-parties. Yeah, we started the whole pre-party thing.
All that.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we thought it was a great idea to start doing like tailgating. It was like a pre-party tailgate to the actual show that was launching. So like, let's say somebody was launching on Michael Bancroft's on a Friday at 9 o'clock. We would go live at like 8.
Yep.
And we would have the same guest on, and we'd do a pre tailgate show to get everybody excited. Then we'd all go over to Bancroft's, and it'd be this big launch. You saw the same thing on Ethan's channel or John's channel. Like there was big excitement when people were launching. People would show up. It was this big event. Money was raised. It was all excited. Everybody was a part of it.
It was cool.
It was cool. It was fun to be. The energy in that moments were very fun to be a part of. That's changed. It's changed quite a bit. You don't see a lot of launch shows anymore. I mean, you still see them, but you don't see like these big anticipated launch shows. I can say that even with the last 2 campaigns I had to launch them myself for the most part, and there were people that showed up and backed decently, but it wasn't like this big thing. All the community wasn't together. The attention wasn't all put on one campaign. There weren't numbers dropping in Twitter that people used to do these things where it's like, I backed so-and-so, backer number, whatever, when a campaign was going live. And it was all over the place. It was on YouTube, it was on social media. It was this big thing. It was very cool to witness and be a part of. Unfortunately, that's not the case anymore. Now, why could that be the case? We're going to talk here a little bit about it, and we're going to touch a couple different things. I'm not going to go into specific drama names or anything like that. That's not what I want to do here, but I want to do like an old school discussion like we used to do on some of the Odd and Stuff shows we had, where we're just going to talk about the issue. B.A. Turner says, did that with you guys and Bancroft. Yeah, it was fun. It was good. It was good stuff. Part of the decline could be due to the economy in general.
Huge.
Thank you, Cosmic. And that's one of the biggest things I want to bring up, because you could sit here and you could go right to the drama. You could go right to the drama. You could go right to the divide that's been happening over the last few years, the fighting, the infighting, all that kind of stuff. And people can and do say that that's the main reason. When you step back and look, though, I think one of the biggest reasons is the economy. Everything's expensive right now. Gas is expensive. Groceries are expensive. Bills. I know my water and sewer bill went up this year, and that's more of a local thing because the idiots of this town voted to put a tax on it or something, and so now all our waters went up. Now everybody's bitching too across the neighborhood. I'm like, motherfuckers, you're the one that voted for this. That's aside. It's a different story. But it is. It's more expensive to live and just to exist, especially if you have a family nowadays. Let's skip back about 5 or 6 years. Coming out of COVID and during COVID, there was a lot of government money going around too. I know I got 2 separate checks, I think, of like $2,000 each or something like that. Or maybe
$1,200 each.
$1,200, yeah, whatever it was, you're getting this extra. Oh, maybe I was counting me and my wife together. That's probably what it is. So it's probably more like whatever. But you're getting this money in from the government, and honestly, I had this extra money going around, and I backed a shit ton of campaigns during that period of time. Because I was like, I got this extra money, and I got caught up in the hype as well. I remember
we drank the Kool-Aid.
Well, it's not just that, but it's like when you're excited for something, you want to put the money into it, right? If you have the money,
right?
Yeah, yeah, it's not a bad thing. You were all enjoying it, and at that time a lot of people had the money. I remember backing a shit ton of campaigns that I didn't even care about, to be honest with you. It was, but no, like that's not like in a derogatory thing. It's just I would be in the chat, somebody would be on promoting their book. They're trying to raise money. They seem like a cool person. I might not really wanted to back their book, but I was like, this dude's cool. I like this guy. I want to help out. I've got this extra money, so I'd back the book. I did a ton of that. And I don't think I'm the only one. I think there's a lot of people probably did a very similar thing. So I mean, just those two things alone, a lot more money back in the COVID, where people were spending money because you had the government money, and then the economy's bad now, and it's been up and down over the last 4 years. I mean, the Biden years were pretty bad. So I mean, I think there's a big thing when it comes to the economy. We don't all have the money to spend. We're being a lot more choosy, which is not a bad thing. This is actually forcing people to back projects that they really want to back, or back the projects they think are actually going to fulfill. So yeah, the economy, Cosmic Studios, I think that's great. I think that's one of the biggest issues. I would put that as problem A. Problem A, Sean. What would you say about that?
Yeah, can't get higher than that, to be honest with you. People don't have the money to fund it, more importantly, to buy toilet paper and eggs.
Yeah. That's toilet. Yeah, come on. It's craziness. Series of Bats says, I regret at least $1,200 I spent. Wish I'd put that in the smaller campaigns. Yeah, wherever you spent the money is fine, whether it was small campaigns or big campaigns. I just look at it as crowdfunding in general. And that I spent a ton of money in crowdfunding in general. So much, probably I've got a stack of books over, and I hate saying this, but it's true. I've got a stack of books over there in the closet of at least 10, if I'm just glancing over there, that I've never opened. Campaigns I backed and never opened. Because I was just backing to help out. The Don's in the house is Sean trying to get Kayla riled up. I see talking that blasphemy about Claremont. Careful, dude. She's already redlining over Jean Grey. Yeah, but that's what we do around here.
Look, I know all about that shit firsthand.
Yeah.
It's one of my specialties in life.
Yeah, we deal with that on a daily basis.
Yeah, it's just for fun.
Don.
Yeah.
But yeah. But it is easy to get Kayla going. Yeah. It's crazy easy to get her going. Iodine's in the house. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well.
How are you?
See a lot of great campaigns too. The promoter had energy, which really helped. Not much energy even on the CG channels, the big channels. There's a weird thing, and I guess let's just say we establish issue A, or reason A is the economy. I think that's one of the biggest things. All right, let's jump down a little bit and we'll talk about the drama. There was a lot of cracks and stuff that happened probably 2023.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, Reaper Destroyer launched. There was a lot of energy, and that was really one of the last big, small, when I say small, it's like smaller creators, right? That was one of the last big, smaller creators that really launched and had that kind of energy and excitement. I remember. I don't
think anybody else came close to you.
I don't think so after that. No, unless you were a big name.
Right.
There was, Bancroft had a really good launch too, but that's to be expected.
Well, yeah.
So our two campaigns are probably one of the last two big launches that did a really good number right off the bat and was exciting. And then kind of just fell off a cliff after that. And some of this could be due to oversaturation of projects. Now, I'm the kind of person who will say, like, there's enough of the pie to go around, because they're going to back what they want to back. So the more variety, I don't think it hurts so much, because that gives people a second to be like, I don't really want to back that, but I'll check this out. I think we can all exist in the same area. However, there was a lot of campaigns that are maybe a little bit lesser, right? And I don't want to say that in disparaging anybody, but there's a lot of, like, everybody and their mom were making books and putting stuff out. And it was, so I think some people might have gotten a little tired of, this constant promotion, where at one point it was exciting to see promoting streams, to be a part of helping people achieve their dreams, because it was this big community thing. We all felt like it was, you felt good when you saw a creator fund their book or whatever. I remember when B Rose launched, I was in the chat. I was extremely excited. We got B Rose to his funding goal. You know, it was awesome. You felt like you were a part of that, right? And you got to see the reaction on his face live and all that. That's what was cool about the crowdfunding backing. But I do think after a period of time, people were getting a little sick of just promotional and shill streams. And that gave way for other shows and other contents to really pop up and take attention away from crowdfunding. I'll say this, and we got Kayla in the back. I'll bring her up here in a second. Sean and I felt this firsthand. We started out Ott and Stuff 6 years ago talking about comic books, interviewing some of our favorite creators if we get them on the show, and just talking about comic book art. And then we started getting into doing shilling. And then we became almost virtually just a straight shill show. And we saw our numbers that had built up pretty decently from a brand new show and a pretty decent following start to dwindle very slowly, and then to a jumping off a cliff, and we were hardly getting anybody in the chat because all we were doing is taking anybody that wanted to come on the show to promote. We would promote because we felt like it was our duty. We were trying to get promoted. That's what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know,
we grabbed the ore, like Papa John said, do. You know, we did our due diligence. It was awesome to help people out. It's awesome to be helped out. But then it just kind of turned into, we were a repeat show of the previous show of the person coming in talking about this tier and that campaign that people had already heard 5 times already. And by the time they got to us, they're like, what? You know, change the channel.
Yeah. And so I do think that was part of it. Like it's an ever-changing landscape that we have here with entertainment, you know, and sometimes, and I'll say the same thing for me, like I started getting burned out. I'm turning into my favorite friends shows or whatever and just being like, oh, it's another shill show. And just my attention span would drop. So there was that. And I think people would start to shift to more entertaining things if they could get to it. There was a lot, you know, drunk streams became pretty popular at that time for a while. You know, I mean, they had been popular, but they were starting to kind of take off. Seemed like that everybody was trying to kind of emulate the energy of a drunk stream. Kayla and I used to drink all the time when we did Akba. For that period of time when you were gone, Sean, we would sit here, we would take shots, we would drink. Speaking of Kayla, let me get her up here. We would drink on the show. You know, it was fun when we first started doing it. But it's just, I don't know. I think that could contribute to it, and then you can get to the drama. And we'll touch on the drama here in a second. Again, I'm not going out with names, and I'm not pointing to certain things. That's not the point of this conversation. But I want to analyze over the last 4 years what has really happened to crowdfunding, and talk honestly about where it's at today. Kayla, how you doing?
I am exhausted. I am literally so tired.
Sound tired.
How tired are you?
I'm on a scale of like exhaustion to overtiredness. I'm like at the point where I can't sleep because my insomnia. But I'm so physically tired, like my body.
You sound like you're about to pass out. Are you in the bathroom? Is it you in the bathroom?
I am. I'm actually.
I knew it.
Finishing my hair for tomorrow. So.
All right, Sean. What kind of questions do you want to ask?
You know what I do when I'm really tired and can't fall asleep?
I don't want to hear it. I already know what you're gonna say.
Well, now the audience wants to hear it, Kayla. So you gotta let them speak.
I belt out a couple into my sock. And I pass out like a baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm actually curling my hair with the sock right now. That's why I'm in the bathroom.
Wait. Curling your hair with a sock?
Yeah, it's sock curls.
Isn't that like flammable?
We don't know anything about.
Yeah, we have no hair, so.
No, it's basically how to dry curl your hair because I don't have a curling iron with me. So you take a sock and you bobby pin. Like a big sock, like a winter sock. Like you bobby pin the center of it to your head and then you wrap your hair around the other ends of the sock and then loop it over your hair. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
But it works.
Magnificent One says you got to entertain 3 to 5 times more than the time you shill or the audience leaves. I think commercial breaks versus TV shows, it's usually a 3 to 5 to 1 ratio. So we found that out when we really did heavy shilling. And we switched it up. We started doing other shows. We did Appreciating Comic Book Art Live so that we could have a different show, and we didn't have guests on that show for the most part. I mean, we got a couple people on, but they weren't like shilling. It was more like, we got Sal Regla on, and John Malin, and Kelsey, and all these people that would contribute to what we were looking at on the show. And that's how we were trying to get around the entertainment factor. But the thing was, nobody really wanted to do watch these shill shows anymore. And I got to put it on you creators too. I'm talking to us too. I mean, we're creators, right? I got to put it on us creators, not just you. How about that? I'll put it on us creators. When you go on a show and you talk about your book, you got to be some kind of entertaining. You got to have some kind of personality, or you have to have some kind of excitement for the book that you are shilling. Because there are so many times, no names, but there are so many times where we had people, and we had fucking hundreds of people on in a 5-year span. So the numbers are crazy. But we had so many people that would come on that were just like no personality, couldn't really sell their book, weren't on screen, which was a big thing. I mean, if you want to get people connecting, you need to be on screen,
I personally hated that when I would interview people too. People wouldn't come on screen, and it's like, I would say part of what makes an interview successful, it's not necessarily about the questions that you ask are important, but it's being able to ask questions based on someone's facial expression. You can ask anybody whatever generic questions in the world about their book, but I like to look at your facial expression and see, oh, okay, well, there's a bit more passion in that, or there's, this person made this kind of face, so maybe I should dig deeper into this kind of questioning. It makes it very hard. So.
Okay, all of that was mad sexual, and I'm kind of rimming right.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Kayla. And so I lost my train of thought when I was talking about.
You gotta have personality. Bring the
personality.
Fun,
thank you.
Fun, bring the entertainment, because we're wasting our hard-earned time trying to do a show as well. And if there's no personality trying to sell your book, nobody's gonna want to buy it. And it's not that it's disrespectful to us.
Right.
My time.
There was a lot of times where Sean and I would have to carry the show, and not that you put it all on your guests, but because you shouldn't. You should still have a format of the show, which we would. But when it's just like, all right, so and so, Sean and I would always be like, tell us a little bit about yourself, do your origin, and then we would spark a conversation that way, and then eventually we'd segue into talking about the book. And when it was like, all right, what, tell us about your book, what's going on? We'd look at the campaign. It was just like real low energy, right? And Sean and I would be there, and sometimes we would be texting back and forth and just be like, what the fuck, man? Like, we got to do something to up the energy in this chat, or do something. And we'd jump in and start having to take over their show, or take over their time of talking about their comics or whatever. And that's a hard thing too. Like, that's a hard sell for people when they're watching somebody and they don't seem excited about their own book, for them to get excited about buying the book that you're selling. So that is one thing we notice with creators, and that's on all of us. I'm just putting that in creators as general. You got to have a plan when you go on the show. You got to have be entertaining, whether you're funny or engaging or charismatic, whatever it is. Make sure you're leaning into that and giving it your all when you're on the show, because you are selling yourself, right? You're selling yourself as well as a story, as well as a book. Because a lot of people would are more into helping you out when they think they know you. As far as that goes.
The cool thing is, one sec, Kayla. Like, I know plenty of people that have the personality of a cardboard box, but they could put on a show. Like, it's weird. Like, they'll says go live, and they do their best, and they can be entertaining. Once the live ends, they're back to like normal Danny. And it's like, why can't you be like that 24/7? Yeah. Go on, darling.
No, I just wanted to say that I do not honestly feel that just crowdfunding your book is a successful avenue anymore. You have to be in person. When crowdfunding was really, really setting off and everything, it was around the time that COVID was going on, right?
Yeah.
So people weren't really in person. They weren't really meeting up. They weren't really going to Comic Cons and everything. for the past couple of years, I've been working Comic-Con. I mean, there was a little break because of the COVID stuff, and cons were slow to come back, or people were hesitant to come back, or people were, for whatever reasons possible, or people didn't have new material, or they had success off of crowdfunding, so they didn't want to go back and work cons. But I can tell you the past 2 years, there's been more of a boom at comic conventions again. And people are selling in person. People like that in-person connection.
Definitely.
Even on the internet, when you are selling your stuff, the interactions that you have in person are much more genuine, if that makes sense.
No, definitely.
Yeah, for
people
sure.
like to hold books. They like to look through them in person. I think a lot of people are more apt to want to buy finalized products now.
Yeah, well, that's a different conversation. I don't want to get into that just yet because I don't want to stray away from what we're talking about here.
I know. Yeah, but
So-
I'm just saying, like, being in person, I think now, like I said, because of the era where crowdfunding really was going on, that had a lot to do with it. Because I'm seeing the artist alley expand more. I'm seeing artists now in vendor sections, which, what the fuck? Why aren't you in the artist section? So, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I think more people are starting to just be in person more. Even with signups for projects and everything. So.
Yeah, the convention is a great thing you need to start getting into if you aren't yet. Sean and I are planning to jump more into the convention scene next year in 2027 and try to reach the readers out there that don't know too much about crowdfunding. But that's a whole other animal because you can't take crowdfunding specifically to conventions. You do need products. So to get those products, maybe your very first products, one of the best ways to go is through crowdfunding, or it used to be. And I still think it is. It's just a lot different now than it used to be. The writer Buzz, shout out, Buzz, good to see you, says Kayla is a very good interview, which is rare in this space. No offense to anyone, including me, when I used to do it. Kayla is a great interviewer. Here's the problem with that. Nobody cares anymore about interviews. Is the biggest problem. Because when we talked about this earlier on the stream, is like people want entertainment or / people say either entertainment or drama. I just say entertainment. People are looking for that kind of stuff.
I'm not entertaining or drama enough. I just want to do straight interviews, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing with shill shows that the reason why I thought they got unpopular after a little while is because they weren't entertaining enough. Nobody wants to sit on a show and talk about a book for an hour unless it's a very awesome book. You have a very engaging creator like myself on the show that I could carry the show. But the thing is, most people don't want to sit and listen to that for an hour. They want to be like, oh, what's your opinion on this? What's your opinion on this? Or like, touch on some things, So the shill shows, the interview shows started to get a lot less traffic, a lot less views. And honestly, I mean, if you're doing those shows, you're trying to promote, it's kind of hard to say like, yeah, come on my channel, I'll promote you when I'm streaming to 5 people.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of competition now out there for a lot of people. There's so many shows out there. Everybody's streaming. And if somebody does it well, they're going to be taking time away from you potentially if you're streaming against them. These are just things that kind of go into it. Magnificent One says, Kayla makes a great point. Talking to someone one-on-one for a few minutes makes you feel good buying their indie book in real life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the whole conversation about the conventions, which we can get into at some point when we get to that point.
I will say,
but I don't want to jump the shark.
I will say, if you don't even have a book out, you can still work a convention if you are an artist.
For sure.
All you have to do is you can sit and do commissions, and then you can promote your book.
But let me throw a realistic thought process out there. That sounds good and all in in the idea. It still costs money to go to a convention.
It does.
You still have to spend maybe $300-500 to get a table at a convention. Then you have to be good enough to get people's attention to actually sell commissions. So it's not as easy as just like go to the conventions without a book, sell yourself as an artist. Because there's been plenty of conventions I've gone to where no artists at their table were getting any. It's because you walk past their table, it's just not that great. So if you are a hell of an artist, and you can draw like freaking whoever, David Finch or something, you go
and you have a personality.
And you got a personality, you'll be fine at the convention, and then you could bundle that into possibly doing a crowdfund later on down the line. But I wouldn't recommend it unless you are like top tier level talent doing that from the ground up. I do recommend doing the crowdfunding. Now, here's the thing about the crowdfunding. Regardless of not if crowdfunding is making big money anymore, there's a lot of people that still crowdfund on a regular basis, making smaller money. They're still putting books out. I don't know how they do it, because honestly, my book is over $10,000 just to make. That's not even shipping, and that's not even printing. That's just production of the book with the talent that I pay on it. So that's a hard thing in general, but some people get by doing it. So it's still very much alive. It's just not bringing in those giant numbers that it used to. Nobody that I've seen lately in this space has gotten a giant number, like over 50, 60, unless you've got an already built-in following that you've had for years, where you can go over that 100K, possibly more. Like Billy Tushy's doing just fine. He's regularly a 100K guy, and he does like multiple campaigns a year. But go ahead, Kayla.
I just want to say it's even hard to give away a free book online nowadays. I have my little ash can, and the number of people that hit me up, it was not as many as I thought. My ash can's free. I mean, you do have to pay for shipping.
You're like, take this, please.
But,
for the love of God.
I'm just trying to get I wish it had more action in it, to be honest, but I can't have action in it because of how the story is. But I am basically like, hey, it's a free ash can. I just got to charge you shipping because of materials, the cost of shipping. And I set my stuff out with my lights, whether it's like an ash can or not. So even that is a fucking struggle. Although people may not be interested in this kind of story and this content of this story, which I totally understand.
You need to do an areola little drawing. What's it called? A remark in the areola.
Oh, there you
boobs.
Yeah, just like pick or whatever you have. And
that'll sell. Yeah, figure it out. We got Rick Saylor in the house, member of the channel.
The common thread in all of my failed schemes is human stupidity. People are just too stupid to accept me as their leader.
Let's go. You know what I'm saying? He says, I like them. People just stop. Oh, streaming. Okay, people just stop doing it. The problem is when you promote an IP, you won't back yourself. That's why I only promote a thing I would buy or would buy. Or bought or would buy. Yeah, that's, Sean and I, again, full disclosure, we fell into that quite a bit. We would have a lot of guests on that we would look at their projects beforehand, but like, this is not something we're interested or something we would back. But, again, we were trying to help out the community by getting creators on, just putting them in front of even a small audience that we had. But there was a ton of people that we promoted that we never backed their books. It probably never would have, So that does kind of get old, because you are kind of putting your name on a show or on a campaign when you have a creator on. You're kind of putting your name on there and stamping like almost your approval. And that was a big thing that we had to get out of. We had to start turning down a ton of people, and I'm sure it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. But we stopped being an open door just to come on the show. It's like, if we're going to promote you to our audience, I got to make sure that your book is quality and that our audience is actually going to want to buy your book, because otherwise it's kind of just a waste of everybody's time, And so, I mean, I hate to say that, but that's kind of what it's got to go to at some point. And then you have higher quality creators on shows, higher quality products that you can get in front of your audience to buy, and not just everybody that wants to jump on the show. Yeah, Isaac Bell's still doing pretty good, but he's kind of the exception to the rule because he built his audience. So he kind of falls in the same category as like guys like Billy Tushy, even though popularity, obviously we wouldn't put him in the same category as Billy Tushy, but he's somebody that was in the convention scene for years, making books, putting books out, getting signups. That's how he did it. He's a great example. He's a great example of what you can do to get that crowd, the convention crowd, to come then over and fund your books and take them back to the convention. So yeah, I think Isaac is an exception. Space is dead. Everyone needs to look everywhere else. I've been saying it for 2 years. Nobody listens. I don't think the space is dead, but I think it's severely hurt. for many things. And if you just jumped in the chat and you guys are new, we put reason A is the economy. Hands down, reason A is the economy. And we're going to get into a couple of different reasons as well. But I'll say this, Rick. This is a conversation and a point that's never going to go away. It is easy to sit here and tell people to go other places for books. What's that mean? What do you mean by this space? This space is in CG. This space is in crowdfunding. Where do you mean to go with other places for books? Because if crowdfunding in general is hurting, there's not really much more you can go. You can't take a book that you can't afford to make to go to, a store or get, Amazon or anything like that picked up. You still have to be able to produce stuff. I think channels also need to do some more non-live stream content to draw in a bigger audience. It's easy to just stream, but you may be appealing to the same already saturated market. Yeah, the only problem with that, Magnificent One, is if you were doing there are some people out there that are really good at doing the YouTube thing, but you have to be really dedicated to that. You got to be able to put out 3 videos a day, pre-recorded stuff on a regular basis to get into the algorithm, and then have your live streams and all that kind of. If you want to do that and you have the time to do that, more power to you. But most creators don't have the time to put that much time into their channel and promote their books, do their books, fulfill their books. I think that is the only problem, because it is a lot of work, in my opinion. Unless if you want nice quality videos put out there, I guess you could do it. But that's a big time. That takes a lot of time. Isn't Ariel the Little Mermaid?
Yeah, her tits too.
I think that's Ariel.
Oh yes.
Well, I'm never giving up. Wait. Well, I'm never going to let anything or everything. What the fuck? Well, I'm never going to like everything. So I try to be as objective and positive as possible when it comes to promoting. Everyone deserves a chance to make their dreams come true.
Ha! That's what we said 6 years ago.
I mean, I agree with that statement to a degree. However, at the end of the day, I know that it's better for me to be a genuine person and put my if I'm not going to put my money if I'm not going to spend my money on it, I can't sit there and encourage other people to spend their money on it. If I don't feel a connection to what I'm looking at or what I'm talking about, I can't do it.
Yeah, no, that's what Sean and I came to a realization why we stopped doing the shill shows for a while. and really we really don't even do a lot of shill shows anymore. And that was a hard thing to do because I didn't want to piss people off. But at the same point, I didn't want to constantly bring on people that I didn't believe in their books. And you couldn't just sit here and say oh, we're going to have so-and-so on next week, but I really don't like the book, but we're going to promote them anyway. And then expect the audience to like it. And you saw the numbers going down when we weren't engaging in anything. You could tell it was that we'd be like, oh yeah, it looks good. In the back of our minds, we're like, why are we doing this?
I was resentful for a while.
Yeah, it was
my time doing. No offense, but I'd rather be talking about cool shit like comic book art.
Right. Yeah, there's so much more things you can jump in and talk about. We got Sleeping Psychopathy in the house. Says Kayla is right. Don't give her a bigger ego.
At least somebody thinks I'm right. Thank you.
Don't give her a bigger ego than she needs.
I have the least ego on this channel.
That is true. Women never think that they have an ego.
Right.
You gotta remind them to do.
If my ego is to battle yours, I would lose.
That is true. I mean, that is true. I play to win.
Here.
Moo Buckaroo gifted 5 Ronan Joe memberships. Thank you so much. Picked up by Don, Sleeping Psychopathy, Twisted Dreams, MD Houghton, and the Comic Crusader. Thank you so much. What do I got in here? Let's do do we have an old drop in here we can do? Oh no, we don't have any old drops. Yeah, let's just do this. This is classic.
Hello, Eugenia.
You're the king. Oh! You are a bastard. Yeah! Let me help you up.
I guess I deserve that.
I just had to kick you in the diddly again.
Thank you so much. That is a hell of a generous. We really do appreciate it. And especially because I started the goal in the chat because right before we went live, my board went out, which sucks because that's how I get all the nice vocals on here. So, oh shit, another 5 memberships. Damn, gifted by Mumu a Buckaroo. Holy shit! Thank you so
That's
much.
amazing.
That is awesome. Thank you.
You're very kind.
Very, very kind. Picked up by a series of bats, Scotsman TV, James Murphy, Daniel Miraz, and Mike McMahon. Thank you. Like, let's.
Mike, are you in the chat?
What else do we got? I'm running out of like good drops. Like an actual good drop. I don't know about this.
I love it, man. Shit. It's like a little boy. I giggle every time I see titties. It's weird.
There we go. That's all I got. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Going back
you.
to this, I posted this on my Instagram story. It says, if you meet a girl who admits when she's wrong, apologize, and changes her way, dump her, because that's a dude. Women don't do that shit.
Wow.
Right, Kayla?
That explains why I'm single.
Wilberforce Rooster says, not to be rude, but could you tell us who your co-hosts are, Joe? Yes, so this is a show called The Grift. I have a solo show on Sundays called The Ronan Joe Show. This is our show called The Grift. We have Sean Ahrendt, the creator and writer and artist of Type 1. We also have Kayla Thornton, who's a writer, editor, creator, all-around fantastic person on the show. We usually do pop culture talk here, get into discussions. Who knows? This is a show that's actually still growing. We're still getting into figuring out what we want to talk about. But tonight we're discussing crowdfunding and why it might be suffering, where it could go from here, and what can we do. We also have Elizabeth in the house. Says hi. Hi to you.
Hope that's
I do want to give a shout out to Cynic and FFS. I believe that they rated us for a second, and people came over from that chat, so I did want to say thank you for anybody that jumped over. Appreciate you. Series of Bats says Wilberforce. That's Sean Ahrendt. Yeah. Gotta say it like that. Sean Ahrendt.
Sean Ahrendt.
Oh my God! Look at Baby Joe. Yeah, that was 12 years ago. Yeah, I was probably 34 there. You know, well, maybe that's 10 years ago. Maybe it's 30. I don't know. Whatever. It was 2014. Do the math. Yeah, lots of hair though. Lots of hair at that point. The gayer grifter Cynic sent us over here. Well, shout out to Cynic. That's my guy. I appreciate him. Slammin' Brandon's in the house. Good to see you, man. All right, so jumping back in, conversation here. Let's jump into the meat of this all. So we covered a lot of the reasons why a lot of the shill shows kind of became passe, not as exciting. Let's jump into the drama without doing names and stuff. Everyone knows about it. We don't need to go over it again. Drama happened, cracks happened, fighting happened, division happened, and that, no matter what anybody says, is going to hurt a community where everybody was once, for the most part, together. And I can say that because I saw it fall away. I saw people take sides. I saw and had many conversations with people that no longer want to have anything to do with this group or these people because of this thing or that thing or this thing. And at some point, that was going to start affecting wallets. And I'll say this, I'll use Reaper Destroyer as a perfect example here. I had a ton of support. Last year for Reaper Destroyer. I had a lot of people in our chats backing me as far as excited about the book. I had people from CG, people from Ripperverse, people from quote unquote anti-CG, whatever you want to say these names is. Universally, there was a lot of people, because I didn't dive into the drama. I was just like, hey, here's our shows. This is what we talk about. This is my book. The moment I joined the Kings, I lost a shit ton of support. I was kind of expecting that was going to happen. I was hoping it wouldn't, but it definitely did. And it showed up. There's no way around it. It definitely showed up for the book as where it stands now to where it stood before. I believe there's a lot of people that are doing the spite, the not backing spite, whatever you want to call it. That is an absolute thing. And all it was is because I went onto a drawing show. I was invited to go onto a drawing show. There was a chance to talk about your book and draw with a bunch of fantastic artists. As soon as I did that, I inherited enemies I never had before. I was getting shit talked in DM groups, I know, because other people that were in those groups were telling me what was going on in those groups. And I saw that switch as soon as I was announced as CG King. I saw that switch right off the bat. Had nothing to do with my personality. Had nothing to do with me being on any sides or talking any shit to people. It had purely to do with the fact that I was joining people that some people didn't like, and that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And then there's other shit that happened after that, and I kind of got pissed off, and I was just like, fine, this is my attitude, and it's not maybe the greatest attitude in the world. I'm working on myself, as Sean would say, but I have a tendency that if you write me off, I'm going to write you off. I'm not going to chase after you because you don't like something that I did, right? Like that's just what it is, you know. So if I'm sitting here, I'm like, hey, I'm the same guy I've always been, regardless if you have the drama with people. And I've said this before, like, I don't carry another man's water or another person's water. I'll never do that. Your drama is your drama. Your situations are your situations. It has nothing to do with me. But if me streaming with whoever or hanging out with whoever is now affects you, and you want to walk with me or walk away from me, then that's fine. That is what it is, and I'll write you off and I'll move on, you know. But the thing is, crowdfunding was way more productive when everybody was united, and there's no doubt about that. And it's been very divided for a long time. Is that going to get better anytime soon? Probably not, because people are too dug into their sides, which is fine. So there's the drama portion of it, without going into all the details, because you guys know it. It's been streamed to death. We know all the details on what happened, who happened, you know, all these things. But drama definitely affected it. So you got economy number one, you got drama number two, and that leads us to where we are right now at crowdfunding, where campaigns are down across the board. And what do you do? What do you do to get excitement back when it comes to being able to get creators on here and promote? I will say, like, I went on Cynic's show a couple weeks ago, and it was a great show. It was one of the best shows I've been on as a creator, to showcase my work. You know, it was a great conversation. Cynic had read the book. He actually knew the book. You know, I've been on shows before where people were like, oh yeah, I read the book, but you can kind of tell they didn't really read the book, you know, based on their questions they're asking, or you know, how they're talking about the book. I'm just like, did you really read it? Cynic actually did. It was in depth. He knew about the plot. He had questions, and that was great. You know, it was a good shill show without being a shill show, and it was very entertaining. Can we do that more on a regular basis to get creators back on? You know, get past the drama stuff, because the thing I liked about Cynic's show is that it was no drama. Nothing that was touched on with any feuds or whatever came up at all. It was just straight like, let's have a good time. We got a good panel here. Let's get to know me and talk about the book. Can any and everybody do that, or does that take a special show, special personalities to put on that kind of show? I'm gonna throw it to the panel.
No.
Okay, well, there you
People
go.
People got pride, man. Like, if I'm beefing with you, and like, I'll take it personally. Like, fuck them.
Wow. Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kayla. I know you got things.
I want to start interviewing again.
No, that's not the point.
That's not where we're going.
That's not what we're talking about.
Christ.
We know you want to start interviewing again.
Do the
I mean, I think
Kayla's one of those you can ask a specific question and be like, "What do you guys think of this specifically worded question for you guys?"
Well, you're saying, does it take a special
Blueberry
person
pancakes
or whatever the
and
case?
walnut
And
passies do not mix.
I'm just saying, you just said, does it take a special person or whatever the case to bring
No,
people together
not
and
like
start
this.
selling books and street, whatever. I just
Hell,
want
bootlegger.
to, you know, I'm just whatever. I don't know. It depends on everybody's individual personality. You know, that's what it comes down to. So people are going to have to get to a point where they're going to have to want more for themselves, and they're going to have to branch out more. I guess that's what it's going to have to come to. I mean, how I look at it is that if you want to sell anything, you need to expand. It's good to have a base and to find your base. But once you find that base, you can get stuck in that vicinity, okay? So there's no growth. You need to constantly strive for growth, which means that you need to constantly
That's what she said.
continue to be on the move and continually branch out to different areas. So kind of only you can hold yourself back to a degree. You're going to have to really want to sell your product. You know, I hope I'm making sense.
Yeah.
No, it's
You
like
can
what
want
you
to sell
are.
your product, but if you choose to stay in the same
You're
spot
selling
and
the
not
same
go
company.
elsewhere, you know. And a lot of people think like going on a smaller show. Say someone wants
I'll
to.
go on any show that people.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
I've gone
will.
on shows where
You've
there's nobody in
always-
the chat. Like,
We'll
that's
come
fine.
on
You
any-
always have.
I'll come
because
on
you never
anything.
know who's going to go back and watch the show, but some people will be like, I don't want to go on this channel because it's a smaller channel and they don't have many viewers. Well, that whole audience could potentially all back your book. So even having one backer, okay, that's one more backer that you didn't have before. That's one more person that is exposed to your project.
I think
And
that's
even then, if there's no backers, say during a show, say there's no backers, that doesn't mean that someone isn't going to find out about you that ends up going and watching that channel at a different time. So I think that a lot of people think, yes, it's good for bigger names, you know, for you to get in front of them. It is because they have a bigger audience. So I can understand that. But if that's your only goal, then you need to readjust your goal and you need to be more realistic because you need to go everywhere.
So I just want to give a shout out to Cynic is in the chat. Shout out to him. I was just talking about how fun it was to go on his show and promote the week or so ago, and I was talking about like the drama shows. But Sleeping brings up this point that says, for the record, the promo shows are no or light drama. The rest of their shows are. But that's what's cool about, like, Cynic can have an entertaining show. And if you guys have ever been in his chat, and I'm not much for the drama, but I actually really love watching Cynic's show. It's a fun chat, fun. They're very fun personalities there. But they can switch to that and then do a promo show where they're like, hey, bring on the creator and let's look at their book. Let's talk to them. So I think that's a good way to go about it. My point, Kayla, was not so much what the creator can do, because what the creators can do, I mean, that's all you can do. Go on shows. We talked about it earlier. Have a personality. Actually be excited about your book when you promote your book. Know your book when you're promoting. The pitch doesn't always have to be the greatest. You know, I struggle with pitches sometimes as well. But can you talk about your book? Can you be excited? Can you make other people feel excited about it? It's a big thing. The biggest issue I have, though, is with shows. Because there's tons of creators. Creators will go on shows. You know, there's no doubt about that. But are the shows entertaining? Can we make entertaining shows for creators to come on and promote the book? We said it earlier in the chat, guys. If you are new in the chat, by the way, please hit the like button, subscribe, consider becoming a member. My board took a shit, so I do have a goal in the chat. Let's try to raise some money for a new board. We'll see how that goes. And shout out to what was his name? Mumu Buckaroo. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships tonight. That is amazing. Thank you so much.
Hey, if we get to $100, we'll release one of Kayla's digits and her number.
Feet pics again. Yeah.
All right. So sorry, I misinterpreted because I'm a little tired. Well, overtired.
You do. Yeah, it's all right. I'm gonna give you a pass. I
misinterpreted what you said. So can shows? That depends on the personality of the person that is hosting. I mean, that's what that comes down to. I'm sorry, but there are a lot of people that shouldn't be having shows, to be blunt. There's a lot of people
you gotta
that
have a certain personality.
well,
right?
I think there's a lot of people that are larpers. I think there's a lot of motherfucking larpers. I'm
Well,
sorry.
there
I think a lot of people don't even really care for books. They care for likes, views, and the
Well, I mean, there's
attention
definitely
they
that.
get. So, and I can tell it in an interview. I can tell it's an insult to me.
All right. Let me talk. Thank you. KO Joe or Tank Ferret's in the house. Good to see you.
Up.
The Don, I wanted to give this shout out. Says Mama Donna says hello to everyone. Hello, Mama Donna.
Hello,
Hope
Mama
you're doing
Donna.
well. Good to see you.
Oh, Mama Donna's the best.
Yeah. So to me, a good show doesn't necessarily have to be. You see, Kayla comes from it from an interviewer point of view because she is an interviewer, and we said this before. She is a very good interviewer. But the entertainment factor is like if you want to sit in no in-depth questions, deep questions, you're gonna watch Kayla's interview. The problem we're talking about is we know from experience that people want to come in and tune into an entertaining show, and sometimes the interview shows don't work. So Kayla's got a different perspective on it when it comes to that aspect. Me, I'm looking at it as an entertainer, right? Like, how can we make an entertaining show? We said this before when we used to have guests on that were just energy drainers. and couldn't really pitch their book, it's like it killed the entire show. And Sean and I are sitting here like it's drained our energy. We're sitting here like, oh man, is this show over yet? And that forces you to have to step up and be like, all right, how do we make a better show? So what we started doing was we would have a creator on, be like, this is, we're gonna talk about whatever we're gonna talk about. We're gonna get to know you as a person. We'll get the chat gets to know you, and then towards the end of the show, we'll have a segment where we dive into your book. But it's not this hour-long conversation about a book that maybe people don't care about. Also, we want to bring on creators that we believe in, books that look good, look on a professional level. You know, like at Superior Press, I'm always trying to push a professional level looking books. So the stuff that I put out, I want to endorse that stuff as well. It doesn't mean you have to draw like Jim Lee, but when we look at your book and we decide if we want to promote you, it's got to be at least a book that is visually good, and the story and concept seem good as well. Then I don't mind having you on. And then it's up to you as a creator to hopefully sell yourself, so that we don't have to jump in and save you from drowning. You know, like that's the biggest issue.
Does the book make us sick? And by that, like when me and Joe have a thing, like if we say you make us sick as an artist, we're inspired. Believe it or not, it's the highest compliment we could give you.
High compliment, yes, yeah. Very high compliment.
So like beating you down emotionally means I like you. So if we're into the book, if we're into the shits, we got to be into it. But if it's just like, oh, I got Petunia Man, Volume 3. Didn't you get the hint?
Petunia
Man. Why are you doing Volume 3 when 2 sucked even worse than 1? You know, like, but whatever.
Cynic said I shouldn't be having a show. I disagree. I think Cynic's one of the more entertaining people in this space, to be 100% honest with you. Elizabeth says, I think critique should not happen into a review as well. That doesn't help with sales. Yeah, there's a good thought process in that. Yeah, so if I was bringing a creator on, Sean and I were talking to somebody, we definitely wouldn't be critiquing their work live, because you're trying to help them sell the book. So even if you have a thought to say like, hey, you know, maybe that panel's off, or you could have done a better story, whatever, I wouldn't say that in an interview, because that defeats the purpose of bringing somebody on. Because you could turn somebody off from buying their book just because you started saying like, oh, this. So yeah, no, like if I'm bringing a creator on, it's because I believe in them and I want to help promote them. And I will do everything on the show. So will Sean to make sure that happens. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. It doesn't take a certain personality to be a content creator. You definitely need to, or it does. You definitely need to know how to keep a conversation going, even if it is with yourself. That's a fact. Like, look, personality is huge in these shows, you know? And it's funny because Sean and I went back. We had our 5-year anniversary out and stuff. Or no, we were ending the show. We were starting a new show, and we went back, looked at one of our first shows we did, and it's just like, oh, it was horrible.
It was disastrous.
Like, it was so like compared to like being able to come on now and be able to talk and carry this conversation nonstop. And I could do this by myself. Like when I do solo shows, I can almost talk nonstop. It's just, you know, I can do that. I was a front man of a band. Yeah. I like hearing my voice, you know. I like engaging with the crowd in the chat. But not everybody can do that, and that's fine. That's, you know, you'll grow as you go into becoming a better host and you know, entertainer and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think there's a reason why you see certain shows take off, and because you connect with the host, you connect with the personality. It's a fun show, whatever it might be about. And I think if you can grow your channel like that, then you can really help creators. There was a time when people wanted to come on and launch shows or launch books on our show, and I was like, dude, we get like 10 people in the chat. Yeah. Like that doesn't sound like a good idea at all. You know, like, go to a bigger channel, because we hadn't grown yet, you know, and we still have a smaller channel. I mean, we're getting like 30, 40, 50 people depending on who we're streaming against in a chat at a time, and that's growth for this channel, especially after it was dead for the longest time. Yeah, because all we did was shill. Yeah. Iodine says, hot take, I kind of hate the concept of shows.
Triggered.
Explain that a little bit more. I got to figure out what that means. Honestly, I should never have had a show we saw.
That's cool.
Cynic shouldn't be allowed to operate heavy machinery. Now that is true.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's true. Personality is a huge plus. Pre-written script readers crash very quickly. Yeah.
What do you mean? I bring the
Never
heat.
works.
It is pure fire.
Rick says, luckily you guys had 2 or 3 turds. Only had. I think we had more than that, but you know, we judge it off of different things. But yeah, there were some definitely emotional, entertaining suckers that came on the show. All great points. Kayla says, badass Turner.
Oh, don't.
Don says, I worry a lot that my show is not that entertaining. A bunch of dudes drawing and talking comics and trying different things all the time, but I still wonder if it's Don. You gotta do what we did. You gotta go out and find a chick.
Yeah.
You know, like that's, you know, we love Kayla and she's great at knows comics and great interviewing. She's got a good personality to come on show and handle her own. But we're like, we need a chick on the show. That's what we need.
I actually think Don's channel has a pretty good thing going. I like that he draws every week. They're drawing everything live.
Wait. Say that word again.
Draws.
No. Say it like you did the first time.
Draws?
No. Put the R in there.
Drawers? What did I say?
Drawing. You say
drawing.
There you go. Okay, thank you. Now you can go.
Well, they're drawing live. I mean,
there it is.
The only and Dawn, I'll message you what I think, but I watch Dawn's channel, so I wouldn't watch it if I wasn't interested in it. I wouldn't waste my time. I only have so much time in a day, especially when I'm active in the chat. I mean, but I like the whole concept of what he's trying to do, and I think he is trying to do something that's positive and help other people.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, for sure. You keep on doing it, Don.
Yeah.
Sleeping also says, I think it's important. An important part is keeping honest with your audience. I think that's very, very important.
That's my problem.
We're too honest.
Joe's like, you.
Honest to a well, you know, honesty is good. I was talking, I'm pretty sure with Cynic about that at one point, and I was just like, yeah, if you're going to sell a book. If you're just gonna get people to trust you, you gotta be honest. Like, you can't wave like this. Like, this is you. You're putting your opinions out there. You're admitting when you're wrong. All that kind of stuff. If the audience can trust you, then they're probably more apt to support you, no matter what you do. And I think we've seen that. Like, we have a very small, dedicated group of people that have stuck with us for a long time. We're getting newer people every single time we stream. There's newer names that pop in, and they're coming back, and that's great. And we try to make sure that we're honest on this show as much as we can. This is who we are. This is not really an act. You know, there might be my personality turned up to, you know, one more notch, because you got to be entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, when you're on stream. But I'm going to give you opinions, and they're probably going to be opinions that go against the norm or the popular narrative out there. I mean, shit, I go on Hard Art every week, and I almost have a difference of opinion on movies with almost everybody on there, you know.
Sure.
And in the audience, too. I'm looking at the audience. The audience is giving me shit. I'm like, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you exactly what I felt. I'm not going to worry about jumping into, like, yo, Disney bad and all this kind of stuff. If I like something, I'll tell you. If I don't, I won't.
Joe, what you got to do is you got to raise your arm a little bit.
What you got to do.
What you got to do. Yo, if he ever suggests bowling, just don't reply.
I love John.
Love you.
Wally J. Draws says, don't sell your comic until it's finished. That's not an option. See, here's the thing, Wiley J. And I want to go back to this point where we were talking about the crowdfunding. We got sidetracked a second there. Crowdfunding is so that you can afford to make that comic book. It's too easy for everybody to say, like, oh, wait till the book's finished. Do this, do that. How much does it cost to make your comic book? I just told people, if you weren't in the chat earlier, it takes about $10,000 for me to make Reaper Destroyer 2. That's just me estimating what I'm going to have to pay out per page for the talent I have on the book to get the book even made. That's not talking about printing. That's not talking about shipping. And that's not even including the variant covers and cover artists that I bring in.
And you are the main artist and writer.
And I am the main artist and writer, but that's just, you know, so maybe I'm working with higher talent than most people, but if you, and I'm not talking about myself.
I mean,
I'm talking about, like, I work with a really talented inker, colorist, all that kind of, like, I hire really good people and I pay them well. Maybe not everybody does that, but if you are not drawing, inking, lettering, coloring, writing your book, it costs money. You have to hire people, and there's no way around that. And unless you have a lot of money already in your bank account to just be able to shell that out, you got to find somewhere for that money to come from, and that's where crowdfunding comes into place. So crowdfunding is not a pre-order, it's a crowdfund. It's to create your vision, it's to create your book. Everybody buys into it, and you get a perk from it, and that helps create the book. That's what I think a lot of confusion is when it comes to crowdfunding.
I mean, I can tell you it costs a lot for me to do what I've done with Crimson and Alabaster. So, you gotta think, I write. I don't draw. So, right there, if you're a writer, right away your pockets are getting hit if you want to make a comic. So, it is what it is, although I'm going a different route.
Cynic says for $1.99 says, does everyone deserve a promo? Question for the panel. No. Yeah. And we were talking about this earlier, Cynic, and because we were newer at streaming and because we were creators of wanting to go on shows ourselves, we felt almost obligated to promote anybody that came to us and wanted promotion. It was almost like it was just something you felt like you did for the community. And so we would promote a ton of people that unfortunately didn't have good looking books. They weren't professional looking. And it hurt. It hurt because we were almost like putting our stamp on them, not meaning to, because we're just trying to be nice. But like, yeah, come on, talk about your book. Let's go. Anybody, open door. Let's go. We had to start being a lot more restricting to the people that we had on because of that, because we just couldn't do it anymore. So no, not everyone deserves promotion. Like I really think if the book looks good. So the way I have to judge it is this: is my audience going to buy this book? If I bring this creator on, is my audience or our audience, wherever the show is going to be interested in enough to back this book? If so, let's bring him on. That's one question. The other one is, how does the book look? Is the art professional level, like to the point where you're like, I got to back this book. This looks awesome. If that's the case, bring him on. Character design, story, all that kind of stuff. We talked about this before. You can have a great artist, bad character design, and I'm probably not going to buy the book. I did that with Isom, right? Good comic book covers, but the design of the character was god-awful. I didn't want to buy it. Never bought it, right? That kind of stuff is all the things that we go into now when we have somebody approach us if they want to come on the show. And I hate to do it because I feel like a dick sometimes, but I don't want the show to suffer, and I don't want people to not trust us, like kind of like Sleeping was saying, that we can't come with if we endorse this creator to come on the show, it's because we will probably buy the books ourselves or are looking forward to doing it. Sean, that was a long-winded question or answer for me, but
yeah, man, I'm just fucking tired of looking at dumbass shit.
Very blunt.
I can't.
I like it.
I was never in your situation because I wasn't involved when you were doing any of that stuff, and that was never my show with you guys to begin with. But I would just say, like, for me, when I was wanting to do interviews, it's like, okay, with Joe, I read his ash can. I was intrigued by it. Mm-hmm. I went out of my way to hit him up, and I said, hi, I'm so-and-so, this is this, I'm on this channel, I interview, and I want to interview you. I understand that I may have a smaller channel and a smaller audience, but I want to interview you. Here's why. This is what I noticed about your book. And I went in on the story immediately. I complimented the art, but it was the story. So I was hitting up people for them, for me to interview them based on what I saw. And I was told no, a lot. A lot of people were like, no, you don't have a big enough channel. No.
Really?
No, or no response. Yeah, you won't believe how many people gave me no response.
Well, I mean, some people might look at numbers, and that's disappointing because, I mean, really go wherever you can to promote. But
and literally,
I just want to touch on this, too.
If I hit you up, I was interested.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I wanted to jump on. Cynic also had the $1.99. Another super chat says, because I don't promote everyone. I think that's good. I think it's
you gotta do what's best for yourself and your channel when it comes to that shit.
Yeah, no, I nowadays I completely endorse that, and so it's why you don't see a shit ton of creators on our shows, because we have become very, very choosy, and I feel like a dick about that sometimes. But at the same point, like, I want to make sure that someone comes on the show that someone's going to be interested from our chat to possibly make a purchase, or that we believe in the project, we believe in the creator. Arturus Atlas, or I always say that wrong, says is Ozempic Kingpin mute. That's you,
Nice.
Sean.
What?
That's cool. I like that.
I like that. Was good. That was
Yeah.
wait. I got hold on a second. I got something for that. I got a drop for that. If I get to my drops here. Let me see. Okay.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Maybe that one.
I can't get
No, okay. Let's do the applause. There we go.
Golf clap.
Yeah, there you go. Golf clap. Good one. I'm tight on money. I barely hire anyone except a variant cover artist. It's hard, man. It's hard. Like, I go out of pocket I did it for the first campaign. Fortunately, that campaign made a ton of money, so I could that offset that. But I'm doing it for this campaign too. And if this campaign doesn't get 10K or over 10K or 20K or whatever it is by the end of the time it runs, I'm still making Reaper Destroyer too, and I'm still coming out of pocket to make this book because I'm going to continue to make these books because I believe in the product, believe in the character, and I believe in the story. So it makes it so much easier when crowdfunding is healthy. Clipper versus in the house. Good to see you. I'll be doing well. Character design, story, arts, 2/3 is good enough for me, but one of them has to be story. I got you in that.
Story's big for me.
Yeah. Clipper says I promote because I buy. There you go.
There you go.
Using my latest episode earnings to back Reaper Destroyer 1 and 2 this weekend. Keep up the good work, Joe, promo and creation wise. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and the support. That is awesome. Joe rolling in that Rockstar money. Yeah. For a second with Reaper Destroyer 1 was pretty good. It was not too bad, I'll say that. All right, so that's kind of what the discussion when it comes to the crowdfunding. We all know why it kind of has gone down. What can we do to make it better? And I think it's just collectively we need to get excited about books again, you know. And if we can ever put it aside some of the drama or the tribalism we see, and just get back to like celebrating crowdfunding and creators that want to make good books and good stories and put them out there, you might see it again. But it could also be one of those things that was an era. It popped up because of right around the COVID. A lot of excitement was around CG when that first started because of the pushback against the industry. This crowdfunding thing, the streaming thing was new. It was something that we could all be a part of. It was fun to see these numbers flying out. Like watching guys like the Barton brothers raise $85,000 or whatever on yeah, thank you. Was awesome. You know, helping some smaller creators that you don't really know get to 10K, 15K, 20K. That was fun to do. It was fun to be a part of it. It was this sense of community and stuff. That's kind of gone now, and I would like to see it get it back, you know. And so the best way that we can do is just be the people you are, be trustworthy, be honest people. That's it. I try to treat everybody the way that I want to be treated. That's how I was raised, Sean.
Yeah, I treat him like a mute.
As the person that schedules the promo arm of FFS, I'm also constantly weighing how much of this is going to better the audience financially. Or better. Yeah. No, I feel you on that. I want everyone to feel like they can back the book because I believe in it. So promo streams every week is just not financially feasible for many people. And that's a great point, too. It's the same thing with... So I was on the Kings for a little while that was still going on. And that was fun when it started. But it's like when you go on and you auction pieces off, it's hard to expect people to shell out money every single week, especially in this economy, you know. So you could start seeing the numbers drop when it came to the art, which was good for the audience because you're getting really good art for, you know, a cheap price. Which in that case, it was really good. Jump in to the stream, you're gonna get some really awesome artists drawing some really cool stuff, and you'll get, you know, a cheaper price on it, sometimes cheaper than a commission. Reaper Destroyer 1 raised 20K in less than an hour. Yeah, that was insane. That was insane times, man. Insane times. That might have been like a lightning in the bottle moment. You know, who knows? Right time, right place, right energy. And I think right now this is a grind. I've told Sean this before. Like, I look at crowdfunding now as a grind. It's no longer jump in there and make so much money in an hour, 2 hours, however long, like it used to be. Now it's like you get out there, you put your campaign out there. It's a grind. We're going to grind it out. It's going to be a longer process, and you just got to change with the times, and that's kind of what we're trying to do. And to wrap this up, it's the same thing as to go into conventions, start hitting some of these places where potential readers might be at. Sean and I are going to be going to a lot more conventions next year. We're going to start, like, I don't know, as many as I can start with next year, and then we'll work our way up. But I want to get back into the convention scene as well as continue doing what we're doing, because I think it's going to be beneficial. It's a great way to look at it. Two sleeping, pacing out to ask. Dude, I had to stop watching Kings because I was too tempted to buy art every week. That's what it was, too. I mean, like, there was some fantastic work on that show. There really was. You know, it's like, you know, certain people, you could afford to do it. Others, you know, it's tempting. It's tempting.
Where else can you get a John Malin drawn dick for $200?
That's a good point. I mean, those dicks, those big veiny dicks, go for some good money. It's kind of odd, but
someone's gonna clip that.
People listened to me back then. Yeah, no, I feel you. I still listen to you, man.
Yeah,
we just don't talk as much as we do. You're so, it's your fault, Rick. You're so busy.
I blame you.
Yeah, I blame you.
And I know I'm
you're so busy.
To hit you up this weekend, but I forgot. Maybe this weekend.
Yeah, Apex says wait until the Strait of Hormuz is open before I hold another auction. Yeah, it's, again, economy, man. Economy is what it is, and you're not going to get by that until things get a little bit better. And I do think that once all this conflict ends, once the Strait of Hormuz is open, once we're done with the Iran conflict, things are going to come down. Gas is going to come down. I mean, you see the prices of oil go up and down with the wind. As soon as something happens over there, it skyrockets or it drops. Things are going to get a lot better once that conflict is over, and maybe the economy gets better, and maybe you start seeing more money infused back into crowdfunding campaigns and stuff again. We won't know until we get there, but I do believe that is something that will happen at some point. Another $1.99 from Cynic says we have to respect the customer's wallet and time. Fantastic point. That's a fantastic point. You know, do we get oversaturated with campaigns and people crowdfunding? Yeah, but it also is up to the customer to put their money into what they believe is good. And which is why I think it is on us as shows to bring on the best of the options for crowdfunders, right? And that's why we don't bring on just everybody anymore. And there have been people that still reach out to me, and I have to just tell them, like, hey, we're not really doing shill stuff right now, or, you know, blah, blah, blah. I try to let them down easy, you know, but, like, we have to have a higher standard for the people that we bring on, and we tell you that this book is good, that you guys should get this book. I want to make sure it's honestly coming from Sean and I or Kayla when we're on the show, is to be like, we love this book, we believe in this book, we are going to back this book, you need to as well. We got to get back to that.
I got an idea,
dude. I text you all the time, Rick. You take days to get back to me. It hurts my feelings. Okay, go ahead,
anyway, here's my idea. They could
tell me.
Pay us.
Pay
come on, pay us. Insulin ain't cheap.
I like Sean's always looking at the angle. I love that. Clipperverse says, looking forward to grabbing merch at For the Fans Fest. Be sure to bring some cool stuff for people to impulse buy. For the Fans Fest is going to be awesome. Sean and I are looking forward to going there. I got my table number. I can't remember what it is. I just saw it today.
Did he agree to what you asked?
I don't know, because he never messaged me back, so I'm thinking no. But you know, it's fine. We'll go wherever we go. But we're gonna try to do a fun table, man. Like we're gonna have Superior Press stuff there. Sean's gonna be there with all his stuff. I'm gonna be there with all my stuff. We're trying to convince Kayla to drive up and spend an hour or so with us hanging out. Table 13. Okay, thank you, Sleeping. She knows what's going on. A13 is what the table is. So A13 is where I'm gonna be, guys. Table 69. We could dub it Table 69. I like that. Let's go.
Hey, for anybody that is going to the Fans Fest, there's a great 24-hour bar right by Tropicana. So if you want to take a break at like 3 in the morning, we could go do fucking car bombs and shit.
After the show,
yeah,
we're going to be doing stuff.
Yeah, we're going.
We want to hang out with people, and you know this is Sean's territory out there. So
we're going to get fucking hookers and do blow off their ass.
Yeah, blow right off the asshole.
More than likely, you're going to be like singing Jodeci in a back alleyway.
I ain't singing
That's
shit.
That's what I'm definitely doing.
Sean will do it.
That's Atlantic City. We're going to be betting money. We're going to be dirty shit. But nah, coming down. It's going to be a fun time, man.
Look, our table is going to be fun. Come over, hang out. I want to encourage people to come, not only just buy stuff, commissions if you want, but come hang out with us. I want to get to know you guys. I want to hang out. We'll probably be streaming live a couple times at least throughout the show. I'm still trying to figure out how to exactly do that. I got some ideas in place. I want to do wet t-shirt contests. So if you guys know chicks with big titties out there that are going to the show, bring them over. Let's get them signed up. And
okay, hold on.
What do you got?
If you are a male and you got fucking...
Yeah, we don't want moves. No.
Where would your mind go that way?
If you got a dick, we don't need you.
In this circle.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Let's we're female only. Female boobs is what we're looking for. Wet t-shirt. We're gonna figure it out. I talked to Matt about it.
Wait. Born female boobs. Born
female boobs. Good. Let's get all the stipulations out there. No guys, no moobs, no dicks. It's got to be pure female tits. That's it. And Matt was like, maybe not during hours when the kids might be there, but after hours, we're doing after hour, thing. So, yeah. Sheldon Martin for $5, a member of the channel. Our guy says, that reminds me, thanks for having me on. I funded. Nice. That's our guy. Congratulations.
Hell yeah.
First of all, let me give you your drop here.
Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
And then for getting funded, let's go.
I gave it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
So well deserved.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Definitely.
Awesome, brother. And thank you for the $5. Appreciate it.
Well, see, also Sheldon's one that hits the mark perfectly. He makes us sick. He's remarkably talented. He's funny as fuck. Like, he's entertaining as hell. So you hit all the qualifications that we personally would want to have a show on, whatever. Fat.
He's always improving too.
Yeah.
The Don says he's gonna be there in spirit.
Oh, that's not the same.
That's not the same, man.
Did Jonas freeze?
Who, me? No. Did you freeze? Clippa has big tits. Look, I like big tits, but I'd like them to be attached to a female. Yes, that's my only stipulation. Clip is going to be there. Yeah, come and hang out. We'll keep the tits in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do blow with hookers, but don't blow any hookers. That's great advice, Clipper.
That's a t-shirt. That's a fucking bumper sticker.
That's the perfect advice right there. Yeah,
awesome.
Try not to blow the hookers.
That's fucking awesome. I love this person.
Yeah. Yeah, but you have quality over quantity. Oh, you're talking about, okay. Boobs, yeah, boobs. Yeah. So that's gonna be the thing, guys. If you're gonna come to and hang out with us, you gotta also be recruiting. Oh, we lost the boobs.
Where does Broad go?
I'm telling you, can't count on her for nothing.
Nope.
Oh, there is a link, everybody, to Sheldon's Occult Descent Volume 2. It is fully funded. Go check that out, please, on Kickstarter. That is our guy. Let me give a little bit of a shout out here. Let's take a look at this because we did have Sheldon on the show not too long ago. He's one of our favorites, one of the members. He gets his own drop because he's awesome. Kickstarter, here we go. So here we go. Cult Descent. Oh, is this closed? Can you still back this? Oh, is it closed? Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's closed. It funded and maybe it was closed. All right. Well, congratulations, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, slow clap like that. Kayla's back.
I got.
Go ahead. What's your question?
On the picture of her, what's on her tits?
I don't know. It was just what the it's like smoke or something.
Okay.
Yeah. On Kayla's
I
boobs.
can't hear Joe now.
It's because you're on the phone.
Yeah.
John Malin had the same. Sean, tell her.
What?
She can't hear me. You tell her.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know because you're on your phone. John had the same issue too.
Oh my god.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, you might have to bounce
you.
and jump back in
Joe,
again.
And then at first I couldn't hear you. I could hear him.
That's why she jumped.
When I said.
Sleeping Psychopathy is saying it still lets her back on mobile.
What
All
the
right, so the
fuck?
desktop
Am
I might not be able to.
losing my mind right now? Maybe I need to lay down.
All right,
Take off your shirt.
I gotta
Yeah.
mute Kayla for a second. Tell her she's muted. Tell her to
You're
bounce for a
muted
second.
Kayla, bounce for a second and then come back. Without your shirt.
Oh God. Another 5 memberships from Moo Moo Buckaroo. Holy shit. Gifted, let me see you. Who we at here? What's going on with the chat?
You're probably revolting.
Okay, there it is. Picked up by Apex, Cynic, Tank Ferret, Black Spiders, and Kilroy. All picked up because of this person right here, Moo Moo Buckaroo, dropping 15 members, free members today. What do I got? Well, let's play.
Peanut?
Yes, I have one right here. It's bulky, but I consider it carry-on.
And let's see this.
Hail to the king, baby.
And just for the hell of it, let's do it.
What are you doing up?
Oh my God! I'm sorry! I can't stop coming! I'm sorry! Oh, it feels so good!
You know it feels so good to get 15 gifted members tonight. Thank you so much. That is just beyond generous. I'm speechless here. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Kayla, you're back. Can you hear us?
I can hear you both, yes.
Okay, there we go. Sleeping Psychopath said, you can't just tell women to bounce anymore, Sean.
Why?
That is a good question. Yeah, why?
Why?
I don't know. Why?
Did you know that that actor recently passed away? Which one?
Who?
Yeah, which one? Now I'm worried. Which actor just passed away? I mean, I played a couple different clips here.
Better not be Bruce Campbell. I feel like I would have been told, though.
Yeah, I don't think it was Bruce Campbell. Yeah, which actor? Now we're concerned here.
Just like a woman to keep us like in suspense.
Bruce Campbell? No.
No.
My friend works with him.
I'm gonna look it up because you're worrying me for sleeping. I think he's fine. Let me look it up.
Faber.
I think it would have been big news if he passed.
Yeah, that's a big enough name where like you would care.
Looks like he's got cancer.
Yeah, he has cancer, and
He does have. Yeah, he does have.
My friend works with him. That's why I've met him a few times.
I mean, he's halfway there, yes.
Okay, then who the fuck died? I could have sworn it was him. Well, it's not. Bruce Campbell is secure and safe with us for now. So I'm not sure who died. I mean, there's a lot of people dying. A lot of actors have died this year. Yeah, he's got cancer, that's for sure. Okay, this conversation went a lot longer than I thought it was going to, so we're not going to be able to get to a lot of the things that we were going to talk about, which is fine because we do this all the time on the show. We'll just bounce it to another week. However, where's that? I did pin something. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. We were going to talk a little bit about the X-Men casting because they cast a few characters, including Cyclops.
Don't like it.
Yep.
I don't know the actor.
They look like they're siblings.
That's what Sean said too. But then I was just like, okay, incest is best. You know what I'm saying?
Is this like House of the Dragon? This isn't fucking Game of Thrones. This isn't House of the Dragon. It could be if they keep
if your sister was hot enough, I'm just saying. If your sister was hot enough and was down.
No.
Oh, okay. Just me?
Gay.
No. That's incest. It's not gay. It's
I mean, it's the same. You know. Like,
no, gay is gay.
No. It's like when you call somebody retarded. It's not because they have a.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're retarded and stupid.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think he.
What if it was your cousin? What if it was a hot cousin, half related?
Nah, my family's ugly.
You guys.
No. I'm saying if they were hot. Don't think of your actual family. Think this is.
You're a mess.
Hypothetical. This is hypothetical.
Like if she was my
hypothetically, you had a hot cousin that was down to get stuck in the dryer or something.
Oh my God, you guys. Horrible.
Would you help her out of the dryer? With your dick.
You're selling me.
That's this is we're going places. We got to figure these are the important questions to ask right now. Hope Jensen Eccles might be Magneto. Nope. No, he's not going to be. I don't think he's coming to the MCU. I want to hear a 5-3 rant again. I'll tell you about fucking 5-3 rant. All right? Everybody out there that wants a short Wolverine, I hope you get it so you can see how ridiculous 5'3" Wolverine looks on screen. And then I'm going to sit there. I'm going to watch you guys try to convince yourself that this is fucking cool. And then I'm going to call you out on it and tell you that you're gay. That's what's going to happen. Okay, rant over. Not even in the butt, Joe. Oh, come on. Come on, hot cousin.
That's not gay.
You just slip it in like a gentleman. You tripped. What was that? What was that Bruce Willis movie from?
Oh my God.
The Last Boy Scout, right?
I remember that.
We was talking about. He walks home and that dude's banging his wife. He catches him cheating, and they're like, "Oh, it was a mistake. It never happened." And he said something like, "Oh, what? You just tripped over there and felt your dick fell on my wife." I don't know, whatever. I can't remember what he says. It was a good line though. I only know him from Burn Notice. What? Bruce Campbell?
Yeah, he was on Burn Notice.
No, yeah, but he said, I only know. Kyojo, you must be young. I think I just figured out. You must be a youngin'. Evil Dead, Army of Darkness, Briscoe County Jr.
I believe she said she was in her 20s, 26 or something in the chat once.
Who?
If my memory serves me right.
Kyojo's abroad?
Wait. No, Kyojo's. Look, Kyojo's the dude.
I'm so confused.
I think you're confused. Yeah. Only one divorce away from not being family. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to take your opportunities when you got to take them.
That's some down south
I mean, with no okay. I'm thinking of something else there. Okay. Just make Tom Cruise Wolverine. No.
Do not make Tom Cruise anything.
Too old, man. Yeah, see, Kayla, we know what's going on. We know our audience. Kyojo's 26-year-old chick.
Whatever, I thought she, whatever. I'm tired. It's time for bed.
You sound tired. You did a lot today. You selling any of my books?
No, because today was setup. Are you kidding me?
Oh, see, I don't know. I can't. I work.
Did I sell your book?
Asking the important questions,
That's tomorrow. We'll sell some books this weekend.
I like it. Oh, yeah, so they cast this guy, Kit Connor, or whatever his name is. I have no idea who he is, what he's been in. I don't mind it. I didn't think they looked like each other, but some people do, so that's fine. I'm willing to let anything go. It's not like they're going to be brother and sister in the movie. They're not brother and sister in real life.
They look like siblings.
That's weird. Fine. Maybe call her sister or something when you bang it. I don't care. Whatever gets you off, I'm fine with it.
If you're happy, I'm happy.
What books are being sold? Oh, the Reaper Destroyer. I think I sent down a supplemental book, the Dale Keown cover, my covers, some of the Second Chance campaign covers are down there now. So yeah, Reaper Destroyer.
Yeah, Reaper Destroyer titles, Death Curse Studio titles.
Well, I don't care about any of those.
Hey, you know what I do? I worked on things.
Well, loosely.
I mean, you're not going to get money from those. You'll get money
that's what I'm saying. I don't care about those because I'm not getting money from those books.
But you know what I'm saying. But
I was assigned a dude from birth. Face smile. Yeah, Kyojo's the one that's always like, complimenting you. Of course. He's a dude.
Whatever. I'm tired right now.
Okay, you sound like you're high. Have you been smoking?
No. I probably should smoke after the day that I've had.
No. You definitely want the supplemental if Joe has any left. I do have quite a bit left. They're all of the best books went out on the campaign. These are books that are like slightly dinged up, but not bad, but just books that I couldn't send out on the campaign. So they're very good condition still. But yeah, check one out. You can also go to the website, spiritpresscomics.com, and grab those there as well. So yeah, just that news. I think, man, we got 15 minutes left in the show.
Sean, can you bring up the one about Chris? Give him a spotlight because he'll be at the convention this weekend.
Yeah, let me bring up your... Did you send that? Which chat did you send that in?
Instagram. I believe it was Instagram, but like you and I, Instagram, not the group chat.
Okay.
Chris, who? Oh, Chris. Oh.
Chris Mad, my friend Chris Mad. Him and his daughter Shona are going to be there.
Oh, here you go.
We'd like to do spotlighting on artists that we
At the convention I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd like to do a little spotlighting. Do some spotlighting artists and stuff. Yeah, we're still promoting.
So
We're gonna promote this person
do
right
I
here.
go over there and say, "Hey, I heard you know that asshole Sean Ahrendt"?
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah. So Chris is a phenomenal illustrator. He inked over. This is from Natho Diaz. Yeah, so he inked over that. But if we could go to his actual page. There's my
close
cousin.
the DMs there.
So if you saw that picture of that Mexican guy, that's my cousin Bobby. He's on what the fuck is it?
Survivor.
It's Mexican Survivor or something.
Survivor
like that.
Mexico, because he's a Telemundo star. But anyway, this is my friend. I love it. So Chris is one of the sickest illustrators I know. He's so talented, so detail oriented, hell of a guy. Follow him on Instagram. I think he did that. Yeah, that's definitely him.
I'm gonna be like, Sean told me that you're gonna give me free shit.
You can try. I mean, like, try it. See what happens.
See, he's such a dope dude. His daughter is a talented ass colorist herself. They make a great team. But again, just want to spotlight friends and people that I admire, or just want to help out, because we're still kind of lowball promoting. He does these live videos too, where he shows inking, but he's very talented, and he should definitely be on your radar as far as independent artists to be followed. If you hit the recent one, it'll show his table, I believe.
So he is at
Artist Alley
Table F1.
Yeah,
Artist
F1.
Alley.
The artist in the artist section where they're supposed to be.
That's where,
Yes.
Unless you got a booth, I mean,
Unless you got a booth.
You gotta go
But
to
yeah,
Artist
Chris
Alley.
is shit. He's awesome. If you follow him and if you get a commission, tell him I sent him your way, so that maybe I could have him buy me a beer. Adios mio. But yeah, so follow Chris Mad. Well, you can tell that chick with the cowboy hat likes to bounce.
Fuck yeah. Sheldon knows what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Let me bring that down. I do want to bring up that, because you wanted to bring up that picture and give your cousin a shout out. Because it is funny. All right, let's pop this up. Here we go. Oh shit, it's a video.
Oh yeah, it's just like yeah.
Oh, I guess it's a okay.
It's a promo intro.
Promo, yeah. So
this is my cousin Bobby. All right. So you're looking at me and you're like, this guy is whiter than the cocaine that I'm sniffing off of my credit card. But yeah. My grandmother was Mexican. She came to the country in 1931, 33. Anyway, so that's one of her dad's brother's kids. So he's like my fourth cousin, but I love his mother, Mama Chewy. Mama Chewy's kind of like the Mexican Rachel Ray. She has some all right, before you start. So we're at the top of the Empire State Building. There's these Hispanics. They're like, "Is that Mama Julie?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Can we get the autograph?" I'm like, "I guess." So like that happened. I should have charged them.
Oh, you should have.
Bobby's on that. My grandma's one cousin was the 51st president of Mexico. But yeah, man, I'm proud of my heritage. I got some cool ass family members. I hope Bobby takes that fucking island.
Yeah, you go, Bobby.
You go, Bobby. Here's a funny story. So about 2 years ago, me and Mark Polton would go to this Mexican restaurant in Jersey called Maria's. And it was great food. And then one time we brought his broad and his kid, and we're all eating, and like the three of us, like me, Mark, and Chase, look pale as shit. Like his wife, his wife is she's Puerto Rican on paper, like how I'm Mexican on paper.
Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican.
Yeah, but
Quarter.
She speaks Spanish. So the waitress comes over, and she's talking to her in Spanish, and she's like, does everybody else speak Espanol? And And she's like, no, but he's Mexicano in Spanish. This chick fucking fling. I was like, huh? And then her titties flung.
Oh.
Looked back at her and her titties went back.
Oh.
Came back and was like this. And I'm like, from there, I comprende. And I had to tell her this story about my family. I'm like, who thinks that they're Mexican? Come on, let's be honest. But anyway, so I had to tell her about Bobby and my cousins and this and that. And then she comes back. She's like, the owner wants to meet you. I'm like, what? so Maria came and we were talking, and she was trying to fish me out to see like if I was lying. And again, who lies about being Mexican?
Well,
but, I mean, you know. But I told her this story, and we got free flan because Mark Skill will take anything for free. But no, it's awesome. I love my heritage, love my family, and I love that he's on fucking Survivor Mexico.
That is pretty awesome, I have to say.
Yeah.
My short story here. My uncle who lives in California was on like this Survivor-esque show that was, I have no idea. I watched like an episode or something, but it was like all filmed in like the backyard of these like rich people's houses or whatever, and it's all doing different kind of what do they call them when you do Survivor? They're not races. Is that what they call them? Races or things you gotta accomplish?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
something like that. He was eliminated pretty quickly, but I was proud of him. I was proud of him for going on there and at 70 or late 60s doing that. Before we get out of here, though, I do want to say my spotlight was on, I can never remember the dude's name.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Sean and I are always talking about this artist from Web of Spider-Man back in the 90s, specifically during the Clone Saga.
Yeah.
It's just how we fell in love with his art, and he like rivaled Mark Bagley on Amazing Spider-Man with his style, and I just thought it was absolutely awesome. What was his name here?
I just found him on Facebook, and we became Facebook friends.
Penciler, Steve Butler.
Yeah. And he's still in the game.
Yeah, Steve Butler. And this was, I just want to give a little bit of a shout out here because you guys know, if you know and follow the channel, you know I'm a huge fan of Mark Bagley's Amazing Spider-Man run in the 90s. That was our Spider-Man artist, right? Steve Butler came around, though, and really gave him a run. It was like Bagley-esque, but also, like, I mean, this is like so Bagley, you know?
Yeah.
But he was like, in the inker, too. Who's the inker on this book? Randy Emberlin? I don't know him, but it's smooth inks. Like, look at this. Like, look at the smoothness of this.
Some of the silhouettes, but his shadows. There's a Kelly Jones to it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
So I just want to give a shout out to Steve Butler because I always forget his name. I'm trying to remember that.
Such a great shot.
This entire run, this Clone Saga, we were talking about if they were ever to do a Clone Saga. Look at that. That's badass.
Yeah, that's great.
That is just badass. If they're ever to do another movie, they should do the Clone Saga. And you would do like 2 or 3 movies. You film them back to back to back or back to back. You make it this epic thing because you'd have to do the Ben Reilly storyline and then obviously taking over for Peter and then Peter Parker coming back. You'd have to do that. 3 movies. But you could do that would be an epic story.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just good posing, good action, good faces.
Yeah.
I mean, like this, fit right in 90s.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this guy wasn't like bigger than he was in the 90s.
Yeah, again, I don't know what else. Like, I know he did Silver Sable for a bit, but other than that, like, it seemed like he just kind of jumped around to different, even doing like a children's type of book or young adventurers type of book.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's cool to see him
interesting.
still around. Like, it's again, he was friends with Mitch Bird, who we talked about last week, who unfortunately passed away 2 weeks ago. So just hearing like this dope artist was friends with this dope artist at this one era in our lives of being the comic books or young comic book wannabes, you know, it's just like, oh, cool, man. We grew up in a great era.
Bane of Shills is over on X's beautiful Spidey art. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, not for me, but yeah, thank you for the highlight here of Steve Butler. Mark, not Martin. Did I say Martin? There's no way I said Martin.
I don't know.
Mark is my guy.
Yeah.
Does Sony still own the rights to Spider-Man? Yeah.
To the film? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, right. Yeah, to the film. Yeah.
He didn't give that up.
Yeah, we talked about that in Hard Art last night. Is it possible there's rumors going on that they're trying to sell it? But, man, they're making bank off of that stuff. I don't know what their deal is, but they're making bank. Black Spiders is in the house. A new member of the channel, by the way. So shout out Black Spiders if you're wondering why you are a member. It's because Moo Moo Buckaroo dropped 15 membership gifted members on this channel tonight. So welcome. Gotta bounce, smash, and like the button and stay magnificent, everyone. You too.
Have a good one.
Yeah, Bagley was fantastic. He was our guy. Like, that was our Spider-Man artist. Like, obviously, we love Todd. Eric's run was really good, but they were over at Image at this point, right?
Yeah.
And this was Mark Bagley came on and was basically our Spider-Man artist through the 90s. But then Steve Butler, who's this artist right here, had a very Bagley-esque feel to him. But he was just such a good artist. He was just so smooth. Like, I mean, this art, granted, the inker on here too is done a very good job, but just solid stuff. I actually started liking his work a little bit better for a period of time.
Same.
Yeah. When he started doing Web of Spider-Man. So I just wanted to give a shout out. Shriek.
Yeah. This era had a great, like, Spider-Man. You had Bagley, you had Steve, you had Sal Buscema.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Lyle.
Oh, they had some, Tom Lyle. They had some great Spider-Man artists on their title.
Yeah, like Romita Jr. was in there, but like his Spider-Man looked kind of fat and bloated. Like like 2001-ish.
Yeah. I like the 90s Spider-Man where it was very slim, muscular, a lot of definition. Like, I liked Bagley's Spider-Man, and as much as I like Todd and Eric's run, they're fantastic, untouchable.
Yeah.
But the slender, sleek Spider-Man that Bagley drew and that Steve Butler drew, and Tom Lyle did his own version. It was a little bit more bulky, but Tom Lyle was really underrated on the just ejectiveless Spider-Man title. Yeah, Buscema on they did a run on Web as well. Or was that Spectacular?
Spectacular. He did
Spectacular. Yeah, Spectacular Spider-Man.
But Tom Lyle had a style to himself that it looked anatomically correct, but he could make goofy, cool poses with Spider-Man and still sold. Like, it was awesome. Like, I love that guy's work. God rest his head.
Yeah. R.I.P. I remember this shot when I was younger. When I was reading this, I was just like, oh, it's badass. It's good art. Oh, you got the Carnage scene too.
Yeah.
I forgot about this. Dude just comes in and just fucking wastes everybody. I can't remember what his power is, but
like not for nothing, looking at him, he looks like a lame ass character.
Yeah, the design is like he's like a pirate. He looks like a freaking 18th century pirate or something.
Yeah. Is that Nomad?
I was wondering, is that kind of maybe?
I think it's Nomad. I don't remember.
Kind of looks like Nomad. Yeah, I don't remember all the characters that were in the storyline. I just wanted to grab one of the issues I knew from Steve Butler. Yeah, good stuff, man. The 90s were great.
That just makes me want to draw.
MJ, look at that pretty face.
Yeah,
good stuff here. Steve Butler, everybody, go back and check out the Web of Spider-Man. I think 171 is what I'm looking at right here. Highlight. That's my highlight for the night. Kayla, you still there?
I'm here.
Okay, I thought you fell asleep. We're gonna get out of here though. We're right up on the 2-minute mark here, or 2 hour mark here. Guys, go back, Reaper Destroyer issue 2, SuperiorPressComics.com or Indiegogo. Check that out. Back me, bro, in the future. Sunday night, 10:30, the Ronan Joe Show will be on. Be back here next Thursday at 10:30 for another episode of The Grift. Kayla will be back in person, on screen, on camera, doing her thing. We're looking forward to that.
And also, Type 1, I talked to Dex 2 days ago. He's got about 20 pages done lettered. And he said he should have the rest of the book done soon. And he's pretty fast. So once we go over edits and adjustments, then it's on to file formatting the books to getting it out into your hands.
Let's do it.
Everybody, for your patience.
Yeah, excited about that. You guys can also catch me on Wednesday nights over on Hard Art on John Malin or Shane Davis's channel over there. 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the morning. It's a fun show out there. Join us in the chat. Until then, we didn't reach our goal today, but we did get 4 super chats, so I appreciate you guys helping me hopefully invest money into a new board. I got to check and make sure that it was buzzing pretty bad, so I'm hoping it's fixable, but we'll see. And also all the memberships from Moo Moo Buckaroo tonight. Very, very humbling. You guys have been amazing chat. Thank you for helping this channel. You guys are awesome. We're going to get out of here. Kayla's going to get some sleep. I'm going to go to bed to get up in the morning to work. It's my wife's birthday now, officially. Happy birthday to my wife. She'll be spending the day tomorrow with my daughter. And I will, when I'm home from work, be giving her presents. I got some really cool stuff too, man. I think she's going to be excited. It's going to be good. Till then, everybody, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to say this like I always do. Go out and find somebody to stream with and let them know that the Grift sent you this time around. Until then, everybody, be good to each other. Take care of. And where's the drop? Oh, there's the outro. Okay. Picture me naked. Fuck it. Have a good one. Peace.
Kiss my ass.